Welcome back to the Brickitect studio, a place that I've been having a lot of fun at the last few days. I've been down here designing a MOC that's been in my mind for probably 4 or 5 years, and this is my year to get things done. As I've mentioned, I'm trying to do more things with my collection as opposed to constantly adding to my collection. I'm trying to be more creative with Lego. And this thing that I'm building, I am so excited to share with you, and I would love to do it in this video right here. I just built hype because right now I am waiting on parts from Bricklink that are currently in Texas and on their way here to Pennsylvania. But as soon as I get those parts, it's just a few. It's like $15 worth of pieces to finish this thing, and I'm just so hyped to share it. Until then, though, I think last time I left off talking about how excited I was. I was building hype once again. I think that's pretty much what I do. I was building hype for the Lego yard sale season, and I was excited to be going out with my father-in-law last Friday. Well, I'd like to share my massive Lego yard sale haul with you. It's right here. This is all I got. It's a 50-cent purchase, although the focus doesn't want you to see it. It's a 50-cent Polybag that I got. This is Lego Creator Set 30572, and it was the first yard sale we went to, and I saw this and I was like, today's gonna be a good day. No, that was all I got, but I did find some other things. In fact, I found one item that I bought for $5. Is an iPod Nano, and I sold it for $40. So my plan for this year, I don't know if I've mentioned this here or not, but I've talked about it on my podcast, which it's linked down below if you'd like to take a listen every week. And I'm making a podcast. It's formerly called Missing Pieces, still sort of is, but it's like an audio journal. Got to build hype on that too. This is just like hype generator happening here. What my plan for this year is, I'm getting ahead of myself. My plan for this year is to not spend any of my own money on Lego. The only money that I spend on Lego is from sales that I make on eBay of things that I don't use anymore that are in the storage room of doom, whether it's Lego or other things, mostly other things, because it's so hard to part with Lego. But I've been making sales, and I'm like, okay, this is my fun. So if I want to buy something this year, I need to sell something to get it. And I love that. So not only did I find a 50-cent Lego set, I basically found $35, probably less after fees, but they'll go in the Lego fund, which then paid for my parts for my MOC. So you see how it kind of cycles around, and I'm excited about that. There's also this too. My father-in-law came away with these pieces. I guess he bought something from this lady once before and she remembered him, and she's like, oh, these are pieces from that other lot that you had. So I have a little bit of a train here, and then I've got this car. So that is my first yard sale haul. Again, nothing too exciting, but you never know what you could flip something into and all the projects to come, because I've been having a heck of a lot of fun just making my own stuff in Lego. I find that so much more rewarding than buying sets. And I know that's kind of crazy to some of you guys, because I don't know if we have like a large MOC building community here. I think a lot of you guys are here just like for like new stuff in the halls, and I'm just over that. It's so unsustainable to keep buying and collecting, and I just want to like make cool stuff and go back into the catalog of Lego and make my own stuff too. I do have something that I want to share with you today. Being that it is Wednesday, assuming that I get this out, my shirt, like, you guys are getting a little bit of a show here. It's weighing me down here with this microphone. Leave a like on the video, though. It's the reason I bought this shirt. It's in a vlog. It's so you remember to leave a like if you want to. You don't have to. But Polybag Wednesday. Remember that from a long time ago? Speaking of things from years ago that have been in my mind, I decided that today, why don't we do one? This has been sitting on my Brickitect for, like, I think since Christmas. Someone got this for me. If it was you, thank you. I have no idea where it came from because I didn't do my job. But this is a Lego Technic Polybag, something that you don't see very often, and it's actually like a really cool one. Get some light on it. This is 30433, the Volvo wheel loader, 69 pieces, and it has some function to it as well. So let's turn this hyped MOC failed yard sale haul into a Polybag Wednesday. I told you how good it felt to be working on that MOC. This feels just as good making this video. It's been a little bit, and it's like, it's what I love to do, but sometimes this just goes down the priority list. It used to be videos for me were everything, and now I'm taking care of myself. Like today I went and I worked out. I cleaned up my studio from the destruction that happened from the MOC. I vacuumed. Like, things are good. I just need to find balance in my life, and I've been doing a good job at that. So sometimes these videos suffer, and if you don't hear from me in a few days, just know that's probably the reason. I didn't abandon you. It's not a dead channel. I'm always going to be doing Lego, and I'm hoping to always be able to share it with you as long as you're willing to be here with me. So there is, that's the front page of our Volvo wheel loader. And then it goes on to the back as well. It's a total of 15 steps. Let's take a look at the pieces for the piece nerds. I know you guys are out there. What do we got to share with you? Some Technic. If you guys haven't ever done Technic, I know there's some people, what's in here, I wonder? Let's take a look. I know some people are reluctant to do Technic. Maybe you've never done it before. Some people just never have tried it. Oh, we got stickers in a Polybag. Speed Champions has influenced Lego Technic as well, but I think that'll make it better actually. If you had never done Lego Technic, it's a little bit different than regular Lego. You know, like the pieces obviously look a lot different. You don't want to make mistakes on builds like this because it's a little bit harder to go back. This not so much, it's only a few steps, but when you're building big stuff, you don't want to make mistakes. So you got to pay attention. And yeah, it's just a different experience. I find Lego Technic to be a little therapeutic with putting the pieces together. I oftentimes just listen to a podcast while I do it, and I really like it. So this would be a great thing to get into if you're just starting out. If you're like, I don't know if I want to invest in a big set, get yourself a little Polybag and see if you like it. And if you do, you can work your way up until you're building a Bugatti. This build here obviously is not a Bugatti, and it won't be taking me weeks to build it. In fact, I'm going to have it built here in just a second after we come back from this little transition here. And I'll show you what it looks like. Thought I'd save the last step for you. Sometimes that's a little satisfying, seeing these wheels go on. Took me about 10 minutes overall to build this while watching a YouTube video. The best way to build Lego, either watching something or listening to something. And then this is what it looks like when it's done. This would be a great example of the differences between regular Lego and Technic, if you want to consider this non-regular. So you see how built this looks, even though it's missing some pieces. See how built this looks. I think this is what most people prefer in Lego. When you look at a Technic set, you kind of have to use your imagination a little bit. You're like, yeah, I guess I can see what it is, but obviously you have some gaps and things, which is why I love the Lego Creator cars more than the Lego Technic cars typically, especially the bigger scale, because there's just so much more you can do with this to make it look like a car. But nonetheless, Technic is a nice theme that allows you to do things like this, which isn't typical. Well, I guess you could do this with regular Lego, but you would need Technic pieces. And I think that's probably the best combination. If you could like put both of these together to make one vehicle where you have the function, but then the outer appearance, like you just, put the shell over top of that, I think that's the way to go. But the way this works, let me get you right in there so you can see it. See how I'm turning that like that? That brings this down, which you can then pick things up. There is no control for moving this. You have to do that yourself. That'd be actually kind of cool if they had that, but you can go around. Let's see if we can actually scoop up some Lego. There was a couple pieces left over here. Let's put them over here. And yeah, I don't think this is gonna work unless I give it a little, I'll give it a little boost and then tilt that. And then you turn this and you can pick it up. What you need now is a Technic dump truck. But all I see here are monster trucks. That'd be pretty neat if they made the entire line. Like you got the loader, you've got the dump truck, bulldozer, make them all Polybag size. When I was a kid, I used to love playing in the dirt with Matchboxes and Hot Wheels, and this would be perfect for going out there. No real loss if you get it all dirty, you can clean it up pretty easily, but you could play around with this and dig and then drive around and stuff and just have a fantastic time, which is what I hope you had while watching this Polybag Wednesday of Lego Technic. 30433. Volvo wheel loader. If you're wondering what's next for the channel, obviously when my pieces get here, I'm going to share that MOC that I've been hyping up with you. But between now and then, I was actually thinking about getting into another set, like opening one up. But then I remembered I have Ninjago City Gardens that still needs build. It's been like 2 years that I've been working on that, and this is my year to get things done. So I'm going to start cranking away at that little by little, and maybe I'll do updates as I go throughout videos. I also have another MOC over here that I will show you that I started a long time ago, and he needs a body. This is Astro from Astro's Playland. He's like a PlayStation mascot, and Clark and I, when we got our PlayStation 5, probably well over a year ago, I guess. We love the game that came with it. It was called like Astro's Playroom or something like that. And I was inspired to make Astro out of Lego. And this is where I started with. He's kind of boxy, but I want to give him a body. So you can imagine him like kind of standing here. He's going to be pretty big. And I just haven't done it. So I think this needs to be the thing. I don't know if I have the pieces to do it, but I know a great website where I can get parts from, sometimes from Texas, that can come here. And I can build the things that are in my mind and bring them to life and then share them with you, which is what I really love to do. And hopefully you enjoy it as well. So stay tuned for Astro, and I'm putting this in here just because I need to be held accountable. Astro, Ninjago City Gardens, Storage Room of Doom. I got a lot of stuff to share, and I just need the time to do it. Speaking of time, thank you for giving me yours. I hope you have a glorious rest of your day, and we'll see you in whatever the next video is.